welcome to your daily or weekly reading, career, money, finances, fire signs. This is your reading. And we have a discovery being made, something that has been hidden or expected, and news that comes with that discovery. So it's very positive. News normally is good news, hopefully. It would have already said if it wasn't. And let's bring this down a bit. Okay. So the Grand Cross. Okay, so you have obviously a protection from your angels and your guides around your home, inheritance, friendship. There seems to be somebody who's thinking friendly thoughts about you. Perhaps it's due to the holiday season, but I think it's a bit more than this. I think it's obviously we know that you've been through difficult times, and you need some good and happy moments in your life, and those are coming. It looks to me that friendly relations, inheritance, and the protection of your higher power over your, perhaps a trip or abroad, or that you're going to spend time with during the holidays with your family and friends, and that's a protected moment in your life. So it's going to happen, even if you felt it wasn't going to. And here we have. There's definitely a trip abroad. A trip abroad, there's a departure from a situation that's been ruinous for your family. So perhaps you felt that you were stuck, things were falling apart. Things are never stuck. They're either moving forward or moving backwards. So perhaps things were moving backwards around your family, and now they're going to start flowing very, very, very fast. But not in the direction of ruin, but instead in another direction. So it looks like you're departing from a ruinous situation, and that your family is behind you, is protecting you, your family is supporting you, especially if you're the breadwinner, or if you're a breadwinner within the family. It's important to have that support. It's important to have that support. So let's move everything a bit to the side so I can reach. Here we have. So it looks like there's a union at work. So there's a new beginning, a passionate beginning, something that you know and that you like to do, and that you're obviously good at, because someone is asking you to sign a contract for that thing that you like doing. And it's important because it's going to take you to the next step in your development and in your soul journey. It definitely is. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because I don't know, but it's a partnership of some kind, a union in work with a man, or you are a man, and it's going to bring you a lot of satisfaction and success, because it's taking you away from this ruinous situation that has been plaguing your development, right? So. Yeah, you have been betrayed at work or around a healthcare issue. Perhaps you work in healthcare, and this betrayal is also social. You have enemies. There are people that are against you, that don't want your good, that don't want you to succeed, that don't want you to rise above. But when you just disappear, and it looks like you're going to just disappear. You're going to say, "Okay, guys, I've had enough. I'm disappearing," and you're gone. And it's not just traveling, it's like departure, right? Because this is travel or movement and flow, and this is departure, so like complete departure from a ruinous situation with your family. You're not leaving them behind. You're taking them with you. So that's important, right? Because it's the difference between a good experience and a bad one. But it's definitely something to do with passion. It's something that's being offered to you. and that you seem to accept, because you wouldn't have the blue card here if you didn't accept it. And that acceptance is important. It shows, it gives you the next step. It also certainly leaves behind those enemies, and you know, you're only as stuck as your enemies are in a way. So if you have no more enemies, you're not stuck anymore. So you leave them behind, and that's it. And you've departed the situation. You've departed the stuckness. And what is going to happen on this process? So perhaps it's not going to be that straightforward, that easy. In your wisdom, you're going to understand that it's a process, but this process is the key to your destiny. So you're going to accept this. Perhaps it doesn't give you a great amount of money at the beginning, but it leads you to where you feel that you can earn a lot of money, right? So very important. Yeah, and people have been really like tight with you, not wanting to share their wealth at all. But there is going to be a lot of money that's coming towards you. There's going to be a lot of talking about it, because maybe you owe money, maybe you have a partner who needs to discuss the money with you, and you need to make an agreement on what to do with it and where it's going and how to manage it. And that's just reality. And as we keep going, yeah, I'm going to keep going, but there's going to be peace. There's going to be peace in the situation. So let's draw another game for you, just to confirm what we've been talking about, to figure out if that's what's really going to happen. Okay, and hold on. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. Today's the day that the camera gets moved. So sorry. Okay, keep at it. Let's put this in. Let's give this pack a rest and bring the Rider-Waite pack out. Here we go. This will give us a more in-depth onto the situation, understanding of what's going to happen next, of how it's going to affect you. So you're definitely going to have a victory here. You might not be working anymore for a while, like, you know, a couple of weeks or 3 weeks, because perhaps you're on garden leave, perhaps you're blown out of a job, perhaps, but whatever it is that you're doing, you're victorious. You've succeeded in achieving this goal of stasis. In other words, you've reached a level. You're going on to the next work. You don't need to work right now. You need to rest, you know, and you need to be victorious and celebrate your victory, because if you don't celebrate the victory, nobody else will. So let's leave this out. Let's continue shuffling. It's important to, you know, to celebrate your milestones, however small they may be. You know, well done. Well done. You did it. You achieved. You know, you paid your bill on time. You bought your daughter or son a present for their birthday that you couldn't buy before. You know, you were able to attend a family event, or a friend's event that you hadn't been able to attend before due to your time disposition. But here it shows that you're going to have great wealth coming to you. Great, great, great wealth, and you're going to manage it like, you know, a queen. Really, in terms of, you know, life is going to be easy for you from now on after you receive this proposal. Compared to what you've been through, it's just going to be a breeze. Even if you have to work incredibly hard, it's going to be a breeze, because you won't have the worry that comes with not having enough. And that's important, right? So you won't have the worry anymore, and that worry-less existence creates space and happiness and joy, allows joy and happiness and space to enter your life again, and enjoy life for a little more than a few seconds at a time. And that's really, really important. When you are lacking in funds or money and you don't have enough, or you're beset by enemies, how can you enjoy your life when you worry too much? But here, it looks like there's a union. It's a corporate union. There's money being given. And this money is being given by some serious people, all right? Don't mess with these people. They're serious. They'll come after you if you mess around. Don't mess around. You are accepting the money. They're very serious, and they're chaining you to them. Okay, that's the corporate contract that you're accepting. But you are anyway sitting under a tree waiting for something to happen. So you might as well accept it. And when you accept it, it's like a gift from heaven suddenly pours down on you and gives you these amazing accolades. Look at this, right? So suddenly you accept, there's two aces here, right? So Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Not only do you accept the money, but you accept the power. You turn away from your past and leave it all behind, and you need a rest. I said that in the last draw. You definitely need a rest, but you're now the Knight of Cups. You are the guardian of whatever power they are bestowing on you to move forward. So you're taking over something. You're taking over the responsibility to do something for them, and it's serious, but you've signed it, and this is bringing to you a great amount of wealth, great amount of power, a great amount of decision-making abilities. You will be, the guardian of your world, and you will start a new venture. This is a new venture, but it's also a proactive venture. It's not like you're investing in a property and then sitting on it for 20 years. This is, I am going to carve out my name in the stone above your head kind of venture, right? It's that kind of like, okay, you want me to do this? That's fine, but it's going to be like boom. And then, you bring in it is hard work. It is going to be a lot of hard work, but you can do it. Obviously, you know how, you have the skill set, and you bring it in, and you become the Queen of Cups, right? So the Queen of Swords, and then the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. It's very interesting. But the Queen of Cups, notice that the Queen of Cups is the only cup that has a lid on it. And what she does is she is the keeper of all the assets and resources. So you may have to deal with a lot of negative people and situations, but compared to what you've been through, it's like a breeze, yeah. It's a breeze, and you follow your star. Yeah, you follow your star. And what happens next is you have the choice to do whatever it is you want to do. And that choice makes you become the guardian of a more resources and more power. So it looks like you're taking multiple stages, multiple steps. You're accepting an offer. You're being given a responsibility. You're taking advantage of that responsibility. I mean, after you chain yourself to these people, that's fine. We all have to have a master. That's what people don't realize, that we're here to do that. We're here to grow. I mean, you can be completely independent but have no support. That's that is the payoff, right? But you have to be fully self-supportive. Or you can take the support and not be independent, and that's all there is to it. So it's not, it's your presuppositions that are supposing that it's good or bad. But it's not good or bad, it's just whatever you choose it to be. So it's, I think it's good in this case, and that you should take the challenge, that you should move on, leaving behind anything that you feel that you need to leave behind. You need a rest, which is now coming in the next couple of weeks with in the Christian world. And, and here you go. You have the Knight of Cups. You're then being given another position. The Knight of Cups allows you to move up, work hard, move up. You become even more responsible for what you're doing. And then, all of a sudden, you have even more choices and more responsibility coming in that lead to the King of Cups. Okay, well, do you see, and the King of Swords. So look, you are, perhaps you are being, these two figures are supporting you in your partnership, because we did say that was a partnership here somewhere. A lot of kings, a lot of queens. You have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. right? So, it looks like the progression is going from Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups to Page of Cups to King of Cups, right? So, Knight, Page, King, or Knight, Page, Queen, King, and then the same goes for the Ace of Swords. So, I think that this is an amazing opportunity that's coming towards you, and it's your destiny, the destiny in wealth. This will bring you to another level, and it looks like you will move, huh? By the way, it looks like you will take a journey or travel a lot, but definitely move home somewhere more sunny, more warm, more easy to do what it is that you do. But it's going to happen, and when it happens, it's going to be really, really big, really big. And death and rebirth. So you're going to, the death card is coming out, but here, and then suddenly celebration and alms. So as you accept all of this, yeah. So let's do this. Let's go back a bit. As you accept all the changes that are coming towards you, the death card and the death and the tower come out, and it's like, and with celebration. So you're being thrown clear of any negative situations here. I mean, there's some really major destiny powers fighting for your attention here. And this is like huge, major change in terms of lifestyle, country location, not just for you, but for your family, in terms of finances, in terms of responsibility, in terms of power struggles, and in terms of growth, and problem solving. So you have to solve a lot of problems for people, perhaps, because that's what comes with the responsibilities that you have. And you're on call, you're 18 hours a day, you have to respond all day and night. Okay, fine, but it's now or never. If you miss this opportunity, you're missing it forever. It's not coming back. Don't miss this opportunity. It's coming, and you need to grab it. Grab it by the horns. Grab it by the horns. Grab the Capricorn devil by the horns and say, sure, I'll chain myself to you, but you go this way, mother. That's the kind of thing that you have to do. And that leads you to this kind of ultimate rebirth. Because death is not a death. Death is a death and rebirth. And that's what's happening here. And people will come from everywhere, from your past, to rejoice with you, to celebrate for your incredible growth and luck and abundance, and achieving just the success that you're able to then give alms to others and help others around you. That's the success you're about to download, and that is what you're downloading right now. So it's coming right now. It's very, very near. It's very near. Yeah, it's new. You will receive the news of elevation, right? So that's the elevation card in the news now. It's going to be in the next 48 hours, I think, you're going to receive, or in the end of the week. And that will change, and that will create this chain reaction of, and that's what you want. You want the chain of reaction. Look, we're offering you some money, just accept it. You're going to see, but I'm chaining myself. No, you're not chaining yourself. Just accept it. You're going to see. And then, boom, you become powerful. You start a campaign. You move out, you move out of the small pond and into the sea. And then you're like, okay, I'm a bit tired. I take some time off, but then they give you more and more and more, and you just you blossom. That's what it is. Instead of the blossom dying unopened, it opens and it blossoms into its full potential. And by saying yes, you will blossom into your full potential. And that's a great portents of things to come, a great development, a fantastic development for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, allowing me to bring you more messages, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful week. Namaste.